Come on. This is the cue. A kind day to you all. I'm Kinsmarck.
I'm Violeta.
And this is Chapter 2 of Tom Clancy's The Division. And I have played a fairly considerable amount of this since I last covered it. As I said, it isn't my intention to completely stream the entire story and all of the missions. I have held off on acquiring the security specialist for the main complex, just because since that is sort of a foundational mission for setting the stage for the rest of the game, I did kind of want to cover that on a stream. So I'll absolutely check into that today. And after that, I'll probably just kind of run and gun. So as you can see, I've made it to level 15. I have some pretty schmampsy gear at this point. And also, I'll hold off on continuing until someone in chat can confirm that the image is in fact appearing for stream. Because I had my computer shut down as we were away from town for the last week or so. And checking in as well on a personal note, the reason, in fact, that I am streaming this afternoon instead of conducting proper episode recordings is I had some family news come up that is sadly something I was expecting. It just kind of caught me a little off guard, kind of took a little of the wind out of my sails, at least for today, because it sounds like my grandma, who had, as many of you are aware, a stroke several months ago, is taking a pretty severe downturn. We all kind of knew this was coming. It was slowly progressing this way over the last few months. It just looks like it's finally coming to pass. So forgive me if I seem a little on the aloof and the distant side today, because I'm just kind of processing that. You know, I pretty much come to terms with it after the initial happening. You know, it's just kind of a rough day, you know. So
and then we found out that my grandpa is also going distinctly downhill.
Yeah, he's got some issues with the white cell count, and he's kind of like my grandma, ironically, kind of losing a semblance of space and time, and so it seems like each of us are kind of having to deal with some kind of heavy shit right now. So apologies if that affects my mood. It's why I wanted to stream, because I always feel a little more comfortable and a little less formal in this kind of interaction. And I didn't want, especially just after returning and feeling really psyched from a trip, to let that attitude on my first day of recording upon return leak into the content that I create. As I said, since I've kind of dealt with this in stages already, I'll probably feel pretty much all right again tomorrow. It's just this initial this initial day of getting the news. It hit me a little. So
we have some people in chat.
Cool.
Show Family says hi.
Cheers.
Scar says, hey guys, internet's being screwy this morning, so I don't know how long I'll be here.
That's fine.
Ghost says howdy.
Hello. And can anyone in chat confirm? Can y'all see the main
see the game footage.
Division menu screen? I still need to find a cool jacket. I have pants I like. I have an undershirt that I like. I finally got something around my neck. And I'll probably solo for a while, since I know someone will ask if I want to co-op.
Jill says yes.
Cool. All right. Then continue I shall. Here in a little while, I may extend the offer for co-op with someone. Know your acronyms.
We can see it's his ghost.
Cool. Anyway, on a more positive note, I missed you guys.
Yes, we did.
I was kind of sad when she mentioned it
actually.
as we were recording the return home vlog yesterday, and I was just like, oh, I have to wait until Friday to check in with the stream people.
No, we don't.
I don't want to wait until Friday.
We don't have to wait. So, we can stream whenever we want to.
So, since I wanted to do a little, you know, like, damage control of my mood affecting content I create. And decided to stream anyway, since I don't really mind coming across a little more personably, a little less formally for these. Then figured, you know what, it's a good excuse to catch up with the community. And
just finished both of the XCOM playlists just today, says Sheil.
Very cool. Wow. As I'm catching up on the exports.
Probably.
Alright. Speaking of catching up, I'm just refamiliarizing myself with my gear.
It's been a long time.
Yeah. And it's strange because...
Which is why I was like, we're going to have to play some of our test XCOM 2 stuff just to get back in the feel of things.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm rusty. Let's see here. I think... Ooh. Arms deal disruption. Doing that. Because that sounds fun. And having spent some time with this since I last covered it, I've learned a fair amount about how it's played, essentially. Which is to say...
Ghost says, you won't want me joining you as I am level 30 already, so the enemies will be leveled higher to compensate.
Oh, good lord.
I'll start a new character and see how far I can level him, just in case you want company later.
Sure.
Shield says, was bored this past weekend, didn't feel like writing, got out a couple of books to help with my stories.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
Speaking of, I actually completed reading a novel for the first time in a while. I used to read all the time.
Man,
These days,
I read 3.
She'll go through a couple a week. I finished reading Andy Weir's The Martian. Very good novel.
We haven't seen the movie.
I haven't, so I have no idea whether it translated well into film. It's just a friend of mine actually recommended that I read it. He thought it was right up my alley, and he was absolutely correct. I very much enjoyed it. I completed that cover to cover as we were in California. Anyway, as per
Noah says, howdy folks, good to see ya. How y'all doing? Yes, I just went full y'all. Screw you for making me do that.
How y'all doing?
Hey, you know what? Y'all is an awesome word, okay?
So,
allocated.
I'm here apparently.
Garrus, why are you in everything all of a sudden? And Femshep is in everything too. I mean, like, the voice of Femshep. Shield family to CRB, got to check on dinner since we are doing Easter dinner today.
Ah, cool.
Nice. Enjoy.
We spent Easter Sunday on a train.
Yep.
So anyway, as far as like how I've learned the game is played, for one, I have heard a couple of like articles that are like early tips for playing the game and getting ahead. So cool. For one, it isn't all that cost effective to actually sell things, as in for currency, early on, until you start getting like purple gear. It's actually far more proactive to deconstruct things into parts, because crafting is actually pretty simple and pretty useful in this game, because everything gets constructed from just like weapon parts, tools, electronic parts, that kind of thing, and you need so many of such color quality, which of course reflects the quality of the gear itself, to create something of such a tier. And the cool thing that I learned is you can actually like combine multiple crafting components of a certain tier to create components of a higher tier. Sort of the trade-up sort of system. So now I never leave anything in the field. I pick up everything. Hey. And I usually just end up scrapping it all.
Cargo secured. GTF notified for pickup.
Alright, that was fast. So, the other cool thing is, as I do these little missions and kind of run and gun around and just conduct little side missions, a lot of these have rewards of the schematics for gear creation. So, I've already got a pretty substantial list of stuff I can craft on my own, just from having done a lot of these little side missions. Let's see. Ooh, suppressor. Alright, cool. I'll do that.
Agent, we need you to find the security cameras over at the High Line and get them back online again. I've been using those for some upcoming auditions, and I mean, obviously we have other uses, but just to say I'd really appreciate it. In addition to the public service and yada yada yada. Over.
I've also learned that all of the safe house, like, mission granters all have their own distinctive personalities.
Yeah. No, it says I can't wait until I can craft my We Swear It's Not a Saiga.
Yeah, I got one last night, in fact, as a drop. Thing kicks ass. Oh, hey. Hey, friendo. How's it going? What do you need? Energy? Enjoy.
Thank you. Haven't seen much decency lately.
I try to end up a decent guy. Alright, my radar is pinging like crazy with red, so there's assholes everywhere. There's some of them now. Close with them. Ooh, they have a hostage. Aren't they? Congratulations, sir. You get to live another day.
Is he okay?
Yep, he's fine.
Does he need anything?
Probably scared the shit out of him. Saved him, though. Hey, man. How's it going?
You okay?
You look like a cop. Carry on. Okay, so looks like I had in here. There we go. Reach the High Line. No, here we go. I just need to find these panels. Alrighty. Where's the other one? Oh, it's down there. Whoop. Hi there, friends. How are you? Coming down with a case of the death? Yeah, I know. It seems to be going around these days.
I know this is me being whiny, but I wish there would be some sort of reward for saving civilians from looters, breakers, cleaners.
Yeah.
It just seemed a bit more real than, you gave me a water bottle, have this absurdly good gun.
Yeah. Like I said, that's one of the major criticisms I have with this game, is that, for one, the character is an authoritarian tyrant, because all I have is a hammer, and everything looks like a nail. Like, there isn't any diplomacy or intimidation. There's no talk-down options. And, again, since this isn't really, like, a tongue-in-cheek action game, it tries to take itself pretty seriously. It just feels very out of touch in terms of how emergency response, even in an extreme crisis such as a pandemic, such as this, actually happens. Like, it just feels like I'm just conducting firefights, exacerbating the problem all the time. I mean, it's a fun run-and-gun shooter. It makes it very challenging to like my own character, because I'm essentially conducting extrajudicial executions, just willy-nilly. I have no rules of engagement. I can fire first. I don't need to engage in any sort of diplomacy. Oh, hi, friends. Such as this. These guys, I just look at them, and like, what's the lore here? Do I know who these guys are? I don't know their names. There's no info popping up. I just see guys that look kind of shifty. I'm essentially profiling, and then executing them, because the game tells me that they're enemies, and they need to die.
Yep.
So,
No, it says,
I play a terrible person in this game, make no mistake.
no, it says, yeah, real-world crime hours. If you could say, get lower-tier enemies with, like, strict faction adherence, like looters or entry-tier rikers or cleaners, to back down and drop their loot, that'd be cool.
Yeah. And I know the story is probably going to progress once I make, some more forays into the main narrative, I'm sure. It's just the actual, like, core gameplay. It doesn't really lend itself to the kind of like, I think the message that this game is trying to send. Unless I'm misjudging it, and it is trying to tell a very dark, gray area narrative about failed crisis response, because that's what this is.
I mean, maybe.
Like, it could actually do that.
That's just not what it seems like thus far.
How the hell do I get in here? Oh, wait, here we go.
Magic. Shield family says, back dinner was put on hold until the day because my grandmother fell at home and mom and dad took her to the hospital, spending the whole day there.
That's
she
no
broke
fun.
her wrist for a second time. Nothing else was broken.
Well, small mercies.
Yep.
And, like, don't get me wrong, as much as I criticize it, like, I do still have fun with this game. There's a reason I'm still playing it and still streaming it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. I enjoy it. It has flaws that
We wish
need
it had
to get
more to
addressed.
it.
Yeah. And a lot of the folks that come to its defense immediately knee-jerk to the, well, you're expecting it to hold up to FPS standards. No, not really. I understand it's an RPG. RPGs do not always necessarily mean...
No, it says my crackhead theory. The Division are actually the bad guys who have created or perpetuated this crisis. The looters are looters. The Rikers are a civilian militia. The cleaners are extremists, and the JTF are UN-esque failed intervention.
I don't think you're far off, because from what I've seen, because I have collected a few of the side missions, especially from the missing first wave agents, and one of them at least I know is crooked. I forget his name. So clearly they aren't all clean. And there's that guy in, like, the safe houses, like, you hear him on the radio. He seems like one of those, like, crackpot conspiracy theorists that gets a lot wrong and a lot right. Can I make it? Yeah. Ow.
Shield says it was the reason she retired, because last time she fell, she broke her wrist, nose, a couple of ribs, and dislocated her elbow.
Oh, Jesus, that's a hell of a fall.
At least this time it's only the wrist, I guess. I mean,
no
it
kidding.
still sucks, but
I mean, I think that's severe
really
at least.
bad.
Your objective has been up.
Wait, what?
Activate power relay.
The hell was that?
Restore. Oh, you're restoring the camera systems.
Well, I know, that's... I've done that this whole time. Why did it move all of a sudden? Oh, did the power go off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Confirmed. Local power grid
Yeah.
online.
I saw my radar ping red for a second.
Now you have to.
There we go.
Now, how many more do you need? Just one more?
Looks like it. So it looks like... Continue on this way. Oop. You are not a friendly. Oop. Okay, you're friendly. So, pretty much all of what I was saying is just... It is kind of a challenge, unless you set out to create kind of, at most, an anti-heroic character, then it's kind of a challenge to like one's own character in this game, if you really think through the scenario, and what the game leads you to do, just from its very mechanics.
Objective data has been activated. Secondary power relay.
How in the hell? Oh, there we go. Radar says there's a pack around here. Probably up there. And I did do a couple of the missions that fleshed out a little more of the actual like ground zero aspect of the pandemic, and they apparently have
Local power grid online.
a primary suspect was a virologist. Those are nice. I may have some new gear. And I can't tell exactly what, if any, involvement the Crooked Division agent from the first wave that I found some information on close to that area has anything to do with it. I think this is probably going to end up one of those games for me that its face value story is kind of meh. I'll probably have more fun with the, like, the subtler aspects of it, like the reading between the lines part of it.
Shield says, my son and I had to stay with her at a local hotel because she couldn't stay at her home because she had steps into her bedroom and bathroom, which is hard for her to do. So my uncle paid for her to stay at a hotel. I was the only one that could stay with her. This time, she didn't call to tell anyone that she had fallen until after my parents went to pick her up. Wow.
That's no fun.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
I hope healing is quick.
Yeah, because especially the older you get, you know, the more falls can take a long time to heal. Dude, that is damn good. Plus 22% ammo capacity. And a mod slot. Hell yeah. Alright, so now I've developed the habit of just whatever I'm carrying that I'm not going to use, I just mark for scrap and then just scrap everything else. Riot gloves. Oh, dang. I don't want to take an 1100 point ding to my health. Oh, that's a lot of good attributes, though. Plus 230 marksman rifle damage, plus 61 pistol damage. It's so good. It dings my health so much, though.
This is so Ken found a mission with a blueprint that might interest you.
Doing it. Which one? I may have already done it. Because I've done a lot of side missions. Okay. I think... Oh, wait, no. Mark you for scrap. And now we'll just scrap all the scrap, and...
Now we
lots
scrap
and lots
all
of
the
pep.
scrap. She says she did it on Thursday and Friday. She didn't want to go to the hospital. She only went then because it doubled in size. Well, yeah,
So
if you
swole
break
up.
it.
Yeah. Also...
Map section of the home base. Southeast corner, side mission.
Map section of home, southeast side mission. Okay, I'll check it out. Let's see. I don't really need that M4, sadly. I mean, it's nice. I really like my military AK, though, which I'll show for you guys, because I like it so much. It's pretty much a, like, modernized AK-74 with rails, and sort of like an AK-12 top rail. I'm a little salty that the optic gets shunted onto the foregrip rail. I kind of want it, like, here-ish. Oh, well. Okay. And yeah, at close range, the SASG-12, it kicks substantial ass. I feel like there was something else I was going to say on the note about, like, the lack of social interaction system. I forget what it was, though. Like, I had another point. I'm just spacing out on it.
Shield family says, now I'm trying to figure out what to get my son for his birthday coming up on Sunday.
Oh, shit, that's not my AK. Oh, boy! Oh! Ah, shot your grenade. That was an action movie moment.
Yeah.
Oh, crap! I ran into it anyway. I'm an idiot. You safe? Alright, cool. I hear angry people. Oop. I know that chirping sound. Hey man, what do you need? Medkit? Fine. I can carry extra now since I've unlocked a few things. And you give me a hat.
What kind of hat?
Just freaking beanie. Oh, well. Yeah, okay, so you're JTF. Like, I'm kind of wondering if this game might go the way of, like, certain crackpot conspiracy theories, like the government really did start the pandemic because they want to wipe out certain parts of the population. They want to create chaos so that they can institute emergency powers and like further their control of society. Like, it's out there. It's into Alex Jones territory. Like, it would actually make the story a little more interesting though, because as it is, it's kind of generic so far. Then again, I haven't progressed very far. I hope it isn't just aftermath of domestic terrorism, and that's it. I do hope there's some complications. And from a writer's perspective, I do hope that the agency of the Division isn't as clean as it appears. Because, as I said, there's a terrifying reality to what the very existence of the Division implies. Because these are agents with authority applied unilaterally. They are no longer a part of the system. They are above the system. Beyond it. We are the men in orange watches. Somehow it doesn't have the same ring to it.
No, it says, I am before someone blames the Jews. But hey, even a broken clock can strike twice a day. Shield says he had a doctor's appointment yesterday. Now he has to see a different doctor Friday because of his ears again. Also trying to find video games for someone with ASD isn't easy. ASD.
Which is that? That's...
I don't know what ASD is.
I'm trying to place that acronym. I know I've heard it.
Mm-hmm. No, it says, I want an Alex Jones cameo, please. Scout says, no idea what's happening because buffering, but here's the first knife I made.
Oh, yeah? Nice! I like it. It's like a little, like, shop knife.
That's cool.
I like it. Well done, man.
Yeah.
That's a skill I wish I had the
ugly
opportunity
and
to
crap
develop.
photo, I know. But I learned a lot making this, and subsequent films will be a lot better, I think.
Very good.
This is a box cutter for my dad.
Cool.
It's a lot of packages for his racing quad
for food, meds, and weapons from the outside world. But we've got a group of rioters with explosives trying to break through the quarantine there. The JTF garrison is doing its best to hold the line, but they're weakening. And if the rioters blast through the floodgates, the tunnel floods, the supply lines cut, and a whole lot of people die. We've got confirmation that Benitez is there in the thick of it. We need that location secured, and Benitez back here at base.
Check.
Okay. Autism spectrum disorder.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
So the design is a box cutter. Because he gets a lot of packages, and seeing him constantly reaching for a steak knife made me cringe. Nice.
And I know I said in the first stream that I covered this game in that I would realistically have gone for this mission first and secured the security wing so that we can hold everything that we gather. It's just, as those who were there could recall, it crashed on me prior to my ability to actually do that, which kind of soured some of my day one impressions. Hey, stop looting corpses. I'll kill you and loot yours. What goes around comes around, karma and all that. Because I think the implication here is that they murdered that guy. I don't know that, though. Like, I'm just assuming, hey, they killed a civilian, so I'll kill them too. I have no proof of that. I am playing a murderous, crazy person. Soft tactical hoodie. That sounds cool. I've learned to pretty much embrace that and not just, like, resist it at every turn. Still, it's something that needs to get addressed.
Captain Benitez requesting immediate support at the Lincoln Tunnel checkpoint. These assholes are storming the blockade. If they blow the floodgates, they can put this whole thing underwater.
Support incoming. New Jersey, 15 miles.
They could just be desperate scavengers.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
And Shield says, brother has to go to Canada for 2 days for work. Just before his vacation is due to start.
ooh. Hi there. Could you not? Love this rifle. Grab up that ammo. I think the one thing I can praise above all else in this game is its level design. Like, the environmental creation is freaking fantastic. Because from what I've seen of like comparative photos of places in the game to their actual counterparts, it's an incredible reproduction of the actual city of New York. And just the way that the like combat environments, like where missions are set, like this, are arranged, it's very conducive to fair firefights. I never feel like people just appear and I have no recourse, there isn't any cover around. Like, if you make a mistake and get killed in this game, it's pretty much your fault, at least in the environments that I've explored so far. Because it means you made a tactical error. You let yourself get flanked, you overextended, that kind of thing. And I like that, because it means that I haven't ever felt like the game just cheated me out of a mission.
Noah says, just got an SRS blueprint myself.
Nice. The rate of fire is a little slow. The punishing power is so good, though.
They're shooting everyone in sight. Jesus, it's like getting swarmed by locusts. Don't let them through.
I'm a-coming. Whoop, whoop, can't get cover in there. You know what? Let's just pop their sniper, shall we? Aha. Vantage. Coming to say peekaboo, motherfucker. Hey, how's it going? There we go. And now top cover is mine. And I've finally started to use the cover-to-cover mechanics. I didn't when I first started playing. I'm starting to see the value in it now. Ooh, hi there.
Warning. Additional hostiles incoming.
There's someone else out there. There you are. What's up, punk?
Captain Benitez, this is Faye Lau. We are division agents, and we have eliminated the threat to the perimeter. I'm patching you into our comms so you can direct support to where we're needed.
That's good news, but we still got plenty of bad. Some of those bastards made it through and they're planting explosives on the tunnel floodgates. They're trying to get out come hell or high water. If those bombs go off, you know which one we're gonna get.
High water.
Indeed. So,
Because it'll flood, right?
yeah.
That's what she said?
So I think it's pretty much saying they don't realize that there's water on the other side. They're just trying to get the hell out of the city.
So they have no real idea that...
And again, like, we could shoot at them and kill them to keep them from doing this, or we could just get loudspeakers and say, hey, this is flooded. If you knock a hole in it, it'll kill you. Like, I know we're trying to preserve some element of quarantine. At the same time, though, we're not really doing anything to stop these people from even wanting to fight.
Take care of that bomb. Cover her ass.
This is why it's sometimes a questionable decision to put military in charge of crisis mitigation. That's a lot of C4.
MMJ Flunker says hi. Hello, hello.
Hello. Oh shit, that guy's got an RPG. Hi, friend. Let's just kill you prior to you ever getting that shot off, shall we?
Alert. Hostiles are headed this way.
Push forward and keep the advantage. Caught you in the arm. Jeez, I have to hold this for a couple of minutes. Alright, advancing. So I want to get some room from them to the explosives. There you are. Oh crap.
Pretty scared to that.
It is. Like, don't mistake my kind of down mood this evening for anything that it isn't. It's just, again, I received some kind of down news today, so it affected my mood, and part of it, actually, the reason I'm streaming is, you know, I've learned on multiple occasions that because we have such a cool community, and you guys are really, like, supportive and positive, and, you know, that has, on multiple occasions, actually helped to kind of dust me off from getting sour news like this. Come on. You know what? You don't even warrant more of that. 9 mil to the face. Yep. Fall back. Gotcha. Press up. Because I'm pretty much applying the old adage of a good defense is a good offense. Because if I'm pressing forward, they aren't. Here we are. Radar's still pinging them. Few of you are coming. I knew it. Can't hide from me. Oh shit. He's setting up with an LMG. You know what? Have a turret. Concentrated fire. Now that you're pinned in. Time to get the flank on. Hey, friend. How'd that work out for you? Come on, pop that head up.
Sheila's back. Kitchen had a traffic jam. 4 people trying to work at a small kitchen.
I'll meet you in the control center.
Control center it is.
Gotta love traffic jams in the kitchen, right?
Yeah, it was the challenge this past week of 5 people in a single apartment.
A 1-bedroom
It was,
apartment.
yeah, it was cramped.
Yeah.
Luckily, we all had pretty compatible personalities, so there wasn't any amount of conflict or anything. Still, just in terms of creature comforts, it was a little pent up. Okay. So far, this is actually one of my favorite missions.
Yeah.
I'm having fun with this, just because I like the, yeah, it's nice, I'll deconstruct it though, like the environments for the firefights of this mission. I think this one and the cleaner's mission, like to fetch the engineer guy, are my favorites so far. And I do like that you can replay missions.
Yeah. Each of us needed to be in almost the same place to shoot. That sucks.
Glad to meet you, whoever you are. Hope we can count on you and yours this time, because
I hear the Rikers are living the high life.
we got a hell of a fight ahead of us.
That's so.
Listen up. We got good news, we got bad news. Looks like we got division agents for backup, but these guys out there, they just won't let...
Oh shit!
Okay, so this I can, like, yeah, shoot them. They just set
Yeah.
up a bomb.
Like, in this case, this isn't even shoot first, ask questions later. This is return fire, kill the shit out of them. Because they're trying to murder people now. And, like, the Rikers, them I can kind of see a harsher attitude with, because a lot of them, they assault civilians. You'll find them, and they're just, like, cracking a rifle over a corpse in the street. I'm like, yeah, you clearly murdered that guy. A lot of these factions, though, and like the cleaners, yeah, we've seen, especially in the records, if you're paying attention to the stuff you collect, like even though they're trying to quell the pandemic in a very medieval, like plague era sort of way, the whole like just scorch it from the world. If it's airborne, that actually exacerbates the problem, so they're very misinformed. Thing is, they actually are, if I read it correctly, coming from members of the Department of Waste Management for the city. There we are.
Agent, your playmates have a sniper position ahead. Keep your eyes open.
Is that so? I like the sound of that.
Noah says, dude, the sequel to that cleaner mission is awesome. Straight out of a Bond movie.
Nice. Looking forward to it. Come on. And again, I do find it a little lacking in class that all of the rioters are of a certain complexion. Every last one of them. Like, I don't like to cry racism a lot, because a lot of things I think get mislabeled as that. This is pretty clearly, if anything, out of touch.
Yeah.
It's insensitive, at the very least. And it looks like a lot of the Rikers are Hispanic, too.
Sheila says, my son's in one corner, my sister and me trying to use the stove and oven. Mom is trying to get her stuff to finish the pineapple. I thought my brother was trying to get to the sink. Yeah. That's a lot of people in a small space.
Yeah. Catch. There we are. Alright, heal myself up. Alright, he's suppressed so I can move to flank. That's why I love having the turret. Less for the damage output, and more for the ability to just lock enemies down. So that I can move. You know what? Real quick. Shoddy. Because I am at this close range with this guy. Ha ha!
Agent, my people say the threat has been eliminated. I thank you, my guys thank you, and the people of New York fucking thank you. I'm on my way back to the base with an escort. Let's talk when you get there.
Yes, sir. I knew I'd like him.
Good job, Agent. If they'd blown those floodgates, we would have lost a major supply line. Now Benitez can get back to the security wing. See you back here.
Soft thermal base layer. Cool. Ooh, hey. Missed a drop up there.
Killing people with turrets is also hilarious, says Noah.
Mm-hmm. What you got? Hunting holster. Alright. Well, let's check the gear, see if there's anything I want to keep. Military P416.
Agent, we've recovered a disturbing piece of video footage. These rioters are goddamn animals. Lau says she's uploaded it for you.
Okay. Ah, shit. Well,
Those poor people.
as I said in the previous stream that I was covering this on, it seems like this game takes a very cynical view of people.
Yeah.
Like, if anyone should have the propensity to look at people as inherently sketchy, you know, it's somebody like me. I used to work in corrections. I know a lot of people are shit. I know that. I get that. And it was a challenge working in that environment to not start looking at everyone through the lens of suspicion. This, though, like, Jesus. Let's just scrap things. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm sure in a situation like this, unfortunately, plenty of assholes that have pent-up murderous and torturous tendencies would certainly see it as an opportunity. I know those people are out there. I'm not so naive as to think otherwise.
Yep.
Still, though, I think it's just the, like, the scale, the sheer number of those people that this seems to paint the picture of. Heh! That guy fell over and clipped into a gate. Okay.
Shield says son was upset they had to go to school instead of being off since he goes to a special school their school district pays for. Last time that they had blue days, he was off because they weren't paying for those days. This time they are paying for them, so he only has the Fridays off instead of 2 weeks.
Gotcha.
And BRB have to help dish out supper.
Enjoy.
Can't get it open.
Can I help you with that?
Do you need some help, sir?
Can I like smash the window in? Because I don't think the owner's coming for it again. Can I?
Come on, what the hell, man?
I'm trying to help you. Where'd you go?
He vanished. He got freaked out.
I'm trying to help. Man, see, this is what I get for helping. The only way you can actually help civilians is to save them from hostage situations and give them canned food and water and the occasional med kit. Like, I want to help these people more actively. I want to establish a network of survivors. Like, I know people are starting to flock in and pour in, and it's a nice touch in the central compound for the JTF that more people start appearing as you complete more side missions. Like, people are filing in and figuring out, hey, this is a safe place. That's where they go get help. It's just, you only really see that there, at least as far in this story as I am. It just doesn't really feel like I'm really helping anyone, really, like, out in the rest of the city. Safe passage.
Alright, here's the deal. I got an emergency raft stashed up at a pier on the west side. Now, the JTF is still running a blockade on the Hudson, but if we do it at night, we can slip past them. Even with me knowing they're patrolled by heart, though, it ain't gonna be easy. So I'm not giving these spots away. You wanna ride, you gotta pay. And remember, no cash, gold, or useless bullshit like that. It's gotta have significant value. But I'm sure you'll figure something out. If you want this bad enough.
It definitely seems like the people that got out early were the wise ones. Son of a bitch.
You killed him! He killed him! Just like that! I don't feel
Whoop.
bad about. I don't feel bad about them.
And they just executed a guy for a freaking can of food.
Yeah.
Like,
Kill them.
that is douchebaggery. Well, get... Hi, friend. How's it going? Come on out of cover. See how that works out for you. L86 LSW. Cool. Oop. Seeing another ping on the radar. And apologies, I know my face cam is probably in the way of the radar. I just don't really... Oh, hi. I don't really necessarily see it as critical to this game. And since a lot of people ask what level I am, then I figured I'd keep that visible over in the other corner. Hi, guys. The map tells me you're evil, so I kill you. Maybe. Okay. Now it's time for extravagant, wild, grasping at straws theory. Because I want to make sense of this story. Because it doesn't. Maybe, considering that this is a Ubisoft game, and lately, Ubisoft have constructed a greater unified setting, in which, as I've said, Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, and Watch Dogs are all apart. So, it stands to reason that there's a fair chance that this game is also set in the same universe. So maybe the seemingly magic ability that Division agents have to, like, you know, construct facsimiles of these scenarios that we just kind of piece together from little pieces of evidence all around to create the echoes. Yeah, and to tell who is hostile. Hello, phone.
Hello?
Maybe
Yes?
that is a product of a piece of Eden that a secretive government agency is actually using and channeling through their technology through some means, such that Division agents have an almost like a mechanical extension of a psychic ability to read people's intentions. Maybe that's a theory that works. Okay, what's up?
Hungry?
A little.
We're getting there.
I thought we weren't expecting him until like 7 or 8.
Are you on your way home?
Oh, he left early.
Okay. $15, 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty. See you then.
Switch to my SRS again.
He had to go by my grandpa's place,
I gotcha.
which means he just left there, and it's 5:17, so he probably had to go before their office closed.
Right. So anyway, that was my crackpot theory.
Well, I think that makes
I mean,
sense. Maybe we're Templar agents.
Oh, now there's an idea. Directive 51 could have come from, or was suggested from, agents of the Templars that, as we've seen in the Assassin's Creed series, have a shadow handle on pretty much all major world governments, especially the US government. So, maybe I'm actually playing as, probably unwittingly, a Templar agent, if we're considering this as part of the greater, like, I think of it as sort of the Assassin's Creed universe.
Yeah, of course, we could actually be assassins.
That's possible, too. The thing is that
because
we answer...
the Templars might have been the ones to do the plague to wipe out the people they didn't want.
That's true, because there's a precedent of them trying that in the past.
Yeah, they might be doing their creepy,
They may be trying to do the whole cleanse humanity for control thing.
yeah. So, who knows?
Like, I want to make sense of this story, and I want it to tie in to the rest of the greater Ubisoft universe in a way that's more interesting than the story it's telling so far.
Yep.
Because the one it's selling so far is pretty dull. If there's a lot of this interesting subtext to it, though, then suddenly looking at it through that lens makes even the dull parts a lot more interesting, because there's more nuance to them that way. Alright. Where am I headed right now?
I don't know.
Unlock the security wing.
Repeat, phase 1 success.
Oh, I'm right around the corner from Central. Okay, well, I'll just head there. Check in with Captain
Shield
Roy.
is back.
Hello, hello. I kind of wonder, too, what the selection process is for Division agents.
Well, if the Division... Well, if you're right, and we're exacerbating the situation, then the Templars could be behind the Plague, but also behind the Division.
Which means
Which means they might have done DNA testing on the Division agents, and we're all from the bloodlines.
confirmed that they're from, like, that Ancients lineage.
Yeah, which is how we have all these weird abilities and why we're so much better.
Preternaturally skilled.
Yeah.
That's possible.
Shield's dinner tastes good.
Considering the way that the Templars in particular conduct themselves throughout, especially the Assassin's Creed series, and we see a little bit of that in the extensions of them through some of their, I like to think at least, some of them it seems, like front companies in some of the other games, like Watch Dogs and Far Cry.
Or like the Abstergo stuff we found in Far Cry 3.
Like I said, like that means that there was a front company running off of Rook Island
Yeah.
in Far Cry 3, which is cool. I love these tie-ins. Then that means that they could very well have created the Division on its face as a means of crisis mitigation, secretly intending, with the way that they write their training policies, with the way that they write their response policies, the way they train their agents, they clearly aren't training them for social interdiction. They're training them for combat interdiction, to treat problems like nails and to respond with a hammer. If that's the way they're training their agents, then that would make more sense, because now they can say, oh no, we sent them here to clean it up, and if the situation requires force, then we have to give them the authority to apply force, because we have to resort to drastic measures to solve this dramatic problem. Like, they can make that claim and diplomatically smooth it over, when in fact the actual intention is to subtly keep things getting worse. And for if there is any cleanup, if they actually do manage to start taking control over Manhattan again, they're taking it by force, which means they're enhancing that Templar ideology of control, keeping people in line with fear, with authority, as opposed to respect and understanding and personal freedoms and respect like that, the way that the assassin ideology works. So the Templar theory is starting to line up.
My Templar theory. Isn't my Templar theory pretty cool?
It fits, I think.
Yeah. And all of our fancy, technology.
It's all their, stuff extrapolated from technology from, pieces of Eden.
Yeah, so, and, I think it works. No, since, this could be something playing off some of the crisis actor theories out there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, lady, what are you doing? What's going on? Personal space.
She thinks you're hot. What can you say?
I mean, you're not terrible yourself. I question you because you're wearing a polka dot sweater. I'm not sure I can get into anybody wearing a polka dot sweater.
She might have only just found that thing and she was cold.
Hi. You ask me out first. Coffee? I know a little shop around the way, and there's no one there. And there are gunshot holes in the walls. Don't you stomp your foot at me, getting impatient.
Thank you for what you're doing.
You're welcome. Oh, she's sad I rejected her. What did you step... I don't like you. You're weird. Go away. You make me uncomfortable, lady. Stop following me! Benitez! I need security now!
Come on over. Captain Benitez even found some fresh coffee.
Hey!
Walk by what's left of Kerman's. So what we're responsible for is Midtown to Lower Manhattan, mainly because nobody can get off of this island right now, including us. The biggest problem we have is manpower, or lack thereof. Right now we got criminal elements occupying and controlling most of these neighborhoods.
Rikers, cleaners, street gangs.
You know, I don't have enough people to secure a block, much less maintain order and safety, so basically these assholes are running around taking whatever they want and killing whoever they want because we got nobody to stop.
Which means we get the task of cleaning up these neighborhoods, so we can at least get food and medical aid to the residents.
I don't know. I mean, an area this size, this many bad guys, I don't think you people can handle it alone. I mean, no offense. I just don't like the idea of throwing you to the wolves.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
We are the wolves.
Good response.
And maybe you can convince the division to send more of your guys.
For the time being, what you see is what you get.
I can't believe I'm begging the feds to take over my city.
Any intel we receive, you'll be the first to know. Good luck.
You'll need it.
I really like him.
Yep. Yeah, and we're the feds,
Yeah.
which means I'm telling you, we're Templars. 'Cause
I
the
really
Templars
think-
control the main parts of the U.S. government.
Calling it early. If MatPat makes a game theory about this, check the timestamp of the export of this video. Because I came up with it first. Well, she came up with it, and then I, really looked at it and extrapolated it.
And then I came up with an even better part of it.
So, thus, saw it first here. Basil Frez, Templar theory, confirmed-ish. Can you imagine if we find a division rep and they're wearing an iron cross on their suit?
Or the Abstergo symbol.
Or the Abstergo symbol.
Someone somewhere on their...
If they send us supply crates and there's the Abstergo logo on the crates.
Oh my god, that would be fantastic.
That's all it would need to just confirm it straight away.
Yeah.
Alright, so for the sake of knowing what we're doing with time and pacing, do we want to get dinner with your dad?
I do, because
Okay.
I'll be honest, my sandwich is wearing off already.
Okay, then since he's going to get here in probably about 10 minutes at this point, then I'm just going to wrap stuff for the security wing. So this actually wrapped up pretty nicely in terms of pacing. I was able to complete this.
Didn't you find that cross necklace or whatever?
Cross necklace? What are you talking about? Is there more evidence to this theory? I'm going to play the rest of this game looking at it through this lens, just so y'all know.
Just like watching Star Wars Episode 1 through the Darth
Darth Jar Jar theory?
No, it's Darth Binks. Thank you very much.
All right,
Darth Binks. That's what I call him.
Each upgrade... Yes, I know how upgrades work. Thank you, game. You don't have to explain this to me every single time.
This is great. With this stuff installed, we can really take care of business. You done good, kid.
I like you, Benitez. Please don't die.
He is so damn cool. Armory. What can I get from
Do
the
you know
armory?
what would be awesome? Is if later on, we find out the dark truth about the division and we go rogue with the assassins or some shit.
Yes!
Would that not be amazing?
Make it happen, Ubisoft!
No, it's just some priest-looking thing, and we were playing last night together.
Priest-looking thing. I got a shirt that I jokingly called the Division Priest, just because it has an orange little tab right here. It looks like an orange Catholic priest's getup. I don't remember a cross though. Alright, let's see. What do I get from an armory? Mobile cover. Huh. Okay. Increase grenades. Unlock advanced weapons vendor in the security wing. Hello! I like the sound of that. Let's see what the others are.
No,
Dark
it's
zone
right,
maps.
but it's thematic, dude.
I'm still wearing it, just so y'all know. I am going to sanctify the shit out of this city. Unlock Dark Zone fund purchases. And increase Dark Zone inventory by slot. I like these upgrades. I like them a lot. Alright, I can't afford... Why can't I get that? Why can't I get a gunsmith? It's red. I have enough supplies, though.
Maybe you need something else.
Oh,
You
I need the armory.
first.
Okay, so what does this give me? More stuff for mobile cover and explosives. Gunsmith. Collect weapon parts once per hour. Jeez. Okay. Pardon me. K9! Get some Doge. Repo. Intel discovery. Completing all side missions and encounters in a named zone reveal all undiscovered intel on the map. Shooting range. Train in marksmanship at the shooting range. Okay, that just sounds like fun. So, I think I'm gonna do armory. And let's see, what else? Dark Zone Ops, maybe? Because Dark Zone Fund purchases. Oh, I get it. That means I can purchase stuff like I would at the checkpoints into the Dark Zone. I can do it here. That's not a huge thing. Alright. You know what? Shooting range. I want to see what that is. Like, can I go to the range and start practice shooting? Because that sounds like fun.
Upgrades are all working good. Thanks for helping out, Agent.
Yes, sir. Alright, so I can afford
Noah
one
asks
more.
any plans to resume Stram at a later point today.
Possibly. It'll kind of depend on how my my energy is feeling. I very well may, because I want to still create stuff. Like, I've missed you guys. I seriously have. Don't mistake my dour attitude today for, you know, a lack of inclination to want to stream at all. Like, I really want to. It's just, you know, got some sad news, so I'm not in a fantastic mood today. And I want to get into the swing of things for the channel again. Like, when we came home yesterday, even though I was completely exhausted, you know, those of you who saw the vlog, you know, like, mentally, I'm freaking psyched, man. I am stoked to come at the channel again, because, like, hanging out with a couple of active Marines, you have to learn to just, like, talk straight with them, because they'll see straight through any shit that you try and give them. And I respect these guys, especially my close friend that we were staying with, enough that, you know, I'll give them straight, honest answers. And a lot of them, they provided some good, like, advice and insight, sort of outsider-looking-in perspective that, you know, sometimes looking at something with a third set of eyes is good and refreshing. And, you know, they were able to give me some cool insight that really helped to just kind of shake up my perspective. And, you know, like, you know what, we really can. We're on a good track. We can get onto an improved track. We can have more fun with it. We can apply more structure. And we can get more done that way. So I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, I've got a vlog coming up that I've already written up a script. I actually wrote it prior to us leaving to address some of the changes that we're planning on making. Again, nothing too drastic, just, again, more like scheduling and structuring, that kind of thing. So let's see here. I need to wrap this up prior to her dad showing up so we can join him for food. So I can afford one more thing. Procurement team. Collect items from the scavenger box. Guard posts. Headshot to a hostile to pulse them for 10 seconds. Okay. Incendiaries. Ooh, special ammo. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking you for now. Yeah. Plus, you know, from, again, a like a realistic perspective, having guard posts on our main compound is a good idea, because we need to keep it. Okay, so let's check each of these. Where are they? That's procurement. Oh, I see. They've actually got little squares on the HUD for it. Okay, cool. What's this?
Sweet. Looks like we got ourselves a regular situation room. We can plan ops for all of Midtown from here.
Cool. Sticky notes galore. Oh, I can check phone recordings here. So many sticky notes.
But yeah, we're gonna have to call it pretty soon.
No. I'm just checking the stuff I got. Ooh. Hello.
Nice. The armory's up and running now. More weapons and equipment for the good guys. Way to go, Agent.
Cool. I like it.
Because we clearly think we're the good guys.
Oh, we think so. Like I said, I don't think the individual character knows all of this theory we're coming up with. They were just probably, like, handpicked, either that or volunteered for whatever program it was that led to Directive 51 and the establishment of the agency of the Division. So I think they're just sort of a grunt on the ground,
Yeah.
just with incredibly unilateral authority that is actually, like, coming at it from a carefully political perspective. It sets a startling precedent within this version of the U.S., because we aren't ordinarily, constitutionally speaking, especially for foreign folks that may not know the particulars of the U.S. Constitution very well, we aren't supposed to have military, like, policing and interdiction on our country's soil. That is supposed to fall to things like the National Guard, and even that isn't supposed to fall into a policing set of roles more than it is just security from outside threats. It's really supposed to fall to police departments to actually interact with and interdict problems that arise from communities. This, like, crisis response does involve military occasionally, never in a combat role, though. Like when Katrina hit Louisiana and, like, shattered New Orleans. The National Guard was all over that. At the same time, though, they were running, like, evac choppers. They were, getting MRAPs and armored vehicles and amphibious vehicles into places that were flooded so that they could evacuate people, so that they could help them, so that they could, take supplies to them. They weren't there to fight. And, like, even the CIA, one of the shadiest organizations that has such an ominous reputation in our country, they aren't allowed, of course, exceptions happen, at least nominally, to conduct operations on United States soil. They are clearly just, at least in their charter, a foreign influence organization. They're supposed to keep tabs on security concerns to national, integrity around the world. They aren't so much supposed to point themselves inward. So that this falls into that category, it's kind of like overlapping with sort of the FBI, which, yeah, they're a governmental organization. They're still law enforcement, though.
Can I read the comments?
Yeah.
Noah says, are there any war crimes we haven't committed, by the way? Shotgun usage isn't encouraged in the real world. Incendiary and frag ammo, shooting on sight, harassing civilians, etc. Yeah, this is a literal Constitution workaround.
Conducting firefights in places of holy worship, because we have had firefights in churches. There are so many constitutional overreaches just in the very simple actions of what this character is capable of and clearly has the authority to do in the game. So the Division represents an extreme circumvention of the United States Constitution in the guise of crisis response. So, like, again, this is I'm starting to find that this is one of those games that the face value story...
Firefights near huge libraries and malls, etc.
Yeah, exactly. The face value story, dull, unenjoyable. I don't really get much into it. I like some of the characters, the individual people, like Faye and, Captain Roy. Like, they're cool. The overall arc, though, I'm really enjoying analyzing the subtext more. So I'll probably proceed from here, focusing more on that than the main story, because I'm just not that into it. Now I'm more incentivized to progress the main story so that I could read through it to see what else is getting communicated there, because even if it wasn't Ubisoft's intention and they just didn't really think through the legality of the story they were telling, the story still exists, and it still exists within the world of a pretense of setting in the real world. So whether or not it was intentional, one can still read a more interesting narrative into it just from the circumstances. So that's probably how I'll approach this from now on.
This means we'll be able to increase the number of guards and patrols in the base. Great work. Sweet.
Cool.
Indoor shooting range. This will help us get our new guys up to speed faster.
Hey guys, I know your job, because that was my job for 3 grueling years.
Got a new story idea, trying to get a short outline done for it, says Shield.
Very cool.
Nice.
Let me check out the shooting range real fast. Can I actually shoot in here? Can I please? Can I grab a rifle? I can restock in here. Does that mean I can shoot? Can I pistol? Hey! If I step on the mat, I can actually shoot. Nice! And damage markers pop up. Oh, that's clever. And then I step away and I holster my weapon. Cool. I like that that's a thing. Oh, geez. It's actually a challenge. Hey. Reload, reload. Crap, reload.
Are we gonna have a conspiracy theory board with red string and tacked up images?
Oh, no.
Probably
Game over.
not.
Result date. Alright, hang on. That was just with sidearm. Let's try this with my primary. How do I just like step away and then reset it? Yeah, here we go. Alright, cool. I like this.
You're
This
adorable.
is fun. Reload. Ah, missed one. Result 12. Cool.
Alright, I think we should call it here before my dad gets home.
Yep. Alright, last thing I want to check is the new vendor, just because I want to see what he has.
Hey, gotta see it to believe it.
Yes,
Best
indeedy.
deals in the city.
Oh! Oh, he carries purples! Ho ho! He doesn't carry much. It's high tier stuff, though. Alright, cool.
Hey, can't you another one?
Whoops. There. Well, I think that concludes this stream. So this actually wrapped up conveniently well, timing-wise.
Keep up the good work.
Restock ammo. And call it a stram. So I may hop in again.
Oh.
High runtime error. That wasn't stream dying. That
Oh,
was,
okay.
that was the game crashing
I was
on
like,
exit.
No.
Because it's such a stable game. No. Steam, shut up. Stop updating things. Steam, no. Squirt, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. There we go. Okay, cool. Stop eating my connection. Thank you. Anyway, I enjoy this. It helps to kind of shake off some of the dour mood that I had. So again, hopefully tomorrow, once I get another good night's sleep to kind of clear my head, then
Look at the comments.
yeah, let's get chat up again. Hopefully I can return to my streaming and not streaming, at least not tomorrow. Recording plan in earnest and crank out a few first 15s. I want to get some more reading from the Elder Scrolls done. And again, I have to conclude a couple of the series that I'm still running over on the old screen name. That way we can rearrange the office and get that rolling. So yeah, this coming week is going to get pretty freaking like crowded in terms of scheduling. I'm looking forward to it though. So let's see here. Checking up with chat one last time. Team gets called up for duty while main character is picking up kids from school, so type of fighting breaks out. Gotcha. Alright, so Noah's gonna get to some of his work. Down to co-op later. Hit him up. I may very well take you up on that. So, anyway. Thank you guys for coming out. Check y'all later, whenever that is. I'm Kinsmarck here at Last Level Press.
I'm Violeta.
And as always, we wish you all good gaming and Godspeed.
Bye.
Adios.
Hee
That was fun. Cheers, everybody.